is in the house. Wow.
Golden Abna.
Like a nice ball of chocolate goodness.
Yeah, I need to leave, the shine when I go. So, yes, so that people know I was here.
Hey! Please wear your seatbelt. This episode is about to be very, very exciting. I can already tell. Abna, how are you doing?
I'm feeling amazing, and I'm super excited to be here with you ladies.
Very happy.
Do you know what to expect this evening?
Well, with Lady Circle, you don't know what exactly to expect, but definitely I know I'll be expecting something fun, an experience that will last me, some good memories. So I'm ready.
We're ready for you as well. And I know we'll be learning more and more about you, of course, as the evening progresses.
Absolutely.
So do get comfortable. It's going to be an amazing evening.
All right, so before we delve into the show proper, I would like to say a very big thank you to our sponsors, because without them, there is no Ladies Circle. So a very big thank you going out to Betway. And Betway is asking me to tell you that this year you can make a lot of money once you join the Mega Money Wheel. So what are you waiting for? Every single day, you have the chance to unlock the different spins on Mega Money Wheel. Now, what are you waiting for? If you love money, like myself, make sure you join them. You can log on to betway.com.gh today and take your spin. And all thanks to Betway, this is possible. Terms and conditions apply. It's regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Betway, get way more.
Absolutely. Well, here on the Ladies Circle, we can fully attest that Yaz has you covered, especially during that time of the month. So this year, no more asking a friend to check, Abna, am I okay at the back? No more canceling appointments. This year is about being confident and walking out in that confidence because you know you're using Yaz products. Ladies, what are some of your favorite Yaz products?
Yaz Herbal.
Minty.
Yes.
Extra long.
Ooh, the extra long with, of course, the panty liner. That is something that is fantastic. You can go for the extra long, like we've said. You can go for the Yaz Minty. You can go for the Yaz Heavy Flow or the Yaz Herbal. You can try all new Yaz Minty extra long sanitary pad. They've given you Wake Akra. They put it together. It comes in mint with extra long wings, as well as a free panty liner and a disposable bag. With this, you're always good to go. So choose Yaz, choose right, just like we do here on the Ladies Circle. Well, it's now time to go for a break. I know you don't want to take your eyes off this beautiful, shining chocolatey woman that we have in the studio. Don't worry, we'll be right back. Go take a sip of water or anything that will quench your thirst. When you come back, you really get into it. We'll see you soon.
Are back. Thank you so much for returning to us right here on the Ladies Circle. We're promising you nothing but good vibes all the way through up until 7 p.m. Our guest this evening is the beautiful Abna Soreno. She's a radio host, news anchor, as well as an MC. Very fitting for our very first topic as we dive into the topic of women in media, leadership, and also women shaping culture. We love what we do here, and we love seeing women unapologetically in the media space, also shaping the narrative. Ladies, how much do you love what you do?
Ask the question again, please.
Ladies in media, how much do you love what you do?
So much. We love it.
Because when we get on stage, when we pick up the microphone, we're not only just, clocking in, doing our 9 to 5, getting that paycheck, we're also shaping the narrative. We're lending our voices to important conversations. And I know we don't take that lightly at all. But let me come to you. This is your bread and butter. You're on TV, you're doing radio, you're MCing. How much do you love your job? And how impactful do you think that you've been throughout the years?
So it's almost been half a decade since I got into media. And I love radio so much. I always say that radio shines my personality more. And I think with the numbers that was coming in, I asked myself, how do I give back? Like, how do I create that impact? So I'm using the platform that I have to also address period poverty. I have a nonprofit that focuses on helping to end period poverty by distributing sanitary products.
Oh, I love that. So you're actually doing more than, speaking into the microphone
Absolutely.
Day in and day out. And I love what you say because I also do radio and I love it. That connection with the people, it's something different. It's building your own community and seeing that the things that you say, they actually make waves, you know, in the culture, or at least as far as building our culture is concerned.
Right.
What would you say, though, to the young girl that's watching today and thinking it's all about the glitz and the glam? What is that core message?
Let me tell them, it's not just about looking pretty, wearing the beautiful clothes and sitting in front of a screen or behind the mic to just go ahead with the agenda for the day. But it's also about what do you want to be said at the end of the day for yourself? What is the image that you're trying to build for yourself? Not just for today, but the future to come. So it's not easy, but once you set your mind to do it, you can do it, and it will surprise you. Sometimes it seems a little bit slow, but when you look back, you realize that, whoa, I've actually done a lot.
It feels
No, I totally,
slow.
I actually do concur
Yeah.
with that sentiment. Because I've been in the media industry for like a decade, a little over a decade. And sometimes I'm just like, oh, I'm not there yet. I haven't gotten to where I wanted to be. But when I look back at all the things I've been able to achieve, it's been quite a lot. So slow and steady, definitely.
Yeah. But we also don't really appreciate or celebrate the little milestones.
moment.
And for me, I am big on celebrating my milestones. Whether I'm clocking my 10th episode, my 500th episode. I recently just clocked my 1000th episode on
Come
radio.
on.
So these are the little milestones that I do not joke with. That actually helps you appreciate the kind of effort you're putting into the work you're doing.
No, that's actually changed my mindset.
I love that, celebrating the milestones, because
Yeah.
some people picked up the microphone, put it down, and never picked it up again. To keep going and going, knowing what we know now, the behind the scenes, it's not always as glamorous as it looks now. But I'm throwing this out to all of us ladies, as we are ladies in the media. Regina, I'll come to you because you are trying to avert my gaze. When was the last time you Googled yourself? Were you surprised with the results?
When was the last time I Googled myself? I actually don't remember. I don't
Speak
do it.
truth
But,
and let
the truth is, I think there was this app where I was able to connect my name to and something I did years ago concerning Jungle Justice. And so every time there's a story on Jungle Justice, it'll give me a prompt to see what is happening in that field. And that's because I shot a movie, a short film on
with
Jungle
Yvonne
Justice.
Nelson.
Yes, with Yvonne and John Jamil. It was a short film, and I was trying to shine the light on what it was and how it can be prevented. So every time there's anything Jungle Justice across the world, it comes up, and then I see it, and that is what actually reminds me that, oh, I've actually done something amazing, that I put this message out there and educated people on it, and how much of a risk it is that we need to try and work towards preventing, and that makes me proud.
Abena, what about you? Do you Google yourself? Be honest.
I'm going to be honest. I have a number of times. And it's interesting, the things that pop up. So I think normally when I Google my name, or nowadays I'm using ChatGPT a lot. So I actually get surprised when, you know, the narrative of who Abena Sorino is. And when you normally find me amplifying voices. So I was fortunate to attend the Global Citizen Now Summit. So anytime I put in my name, you see me there, you see my picture, you see my face. You either see my nonprofit, me working on the job, something of that sort. So
Okay.
What do they say? What does Google say your net worth is?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
I don't think Google has.
No, but what does it say? I think we should go around and just laugh about it.
I don't think there's one for me.
Well, I don't think I've checked what my net worth will be, but I'm sure when it comes up, I will laugh.
Oh my goodness! I wish we could do it right now.
I was actually going to do it now to see.
It's laughable.
What about you,
Absolutely.
Zena?
They said I'm like $400,000.
Hands up,
You're playing with me. I haven't seen it yet, but if Google says that maybe it is true. Yeah. No, but it's interesting when you
Or they
Google
quoted a
yourself.
lower figure.
They
That's
did quote a lower figure. I don't want to be, I'm modest.
Yeah.
Small.
I'm humble, but it's so interesting when you Google yourself and see some of the things that pop out.
Yeah.
I think things that I did in the past,
True.
when they pop up when I was doing like stuff in DSTV, etc. Some of the
Okay.
people that I got to interview, some of the fashion that I would like to forget.
The internet never forgets.
The internet, what? That pops up. It's interesting, a few things about, my relationships, my marriage, etc., etc. But nothing scandalous. So I'm okay. I'm clean. I'm white, like my
I
dress.
love that. I love that. I
Pure.
search with an agenda. And I probably Google myself at least once every 2 weeks. And I'll put in Helen Apiambofo is beautiful to see who has been calling me beautiful. Not many people have. Or I'll put
You're beautiful.
You just put Regina Van Helm and see what follows after that, right? Or Helen. to
Okay,
see what
no, me,
follows after that.
I'm looking for a particular answer. So I really just put Helen and I'll put sexy, gorgeous. And I'm trying to see whether it'll pick up those prompts. But it's always, the fun stuff. But like Sika says, some of the fashions, they're immortalized until, until the end of time. But it's fine. I won't, lament about that. But it's interesting to find out what other people's perspectives are, as far as your work is concerned. But let's talk about our culture. Abna, how do you ensure that you're still steeped in this culture whilst trying to be global? I think we're all trying to get to that international status. How do you merge or marry the two, keeping your feet grounded but aspiring higher?
To start with, I think it's intentionality. I'm very intentional about what brand I want to associate myself with, what hosting events I want to go for. But at the same time, I keep myself grounded knowing where I'm from, the family that I'm from. These are the things that kind of show me what to do and what not to do. But there are certain values that I still put in there, a little bit of, the respect you have to. But a lot of people say you need to be humble. But nowadays, I don't think humility is actually doing us good because we're not talking about the things that we're doing enough to let people know that this and this is what we are about. So we're always like, just make like do this, do that. But if you're not talking about the things that you're doing, then who is going to know about the things that you're doing? So with that aspect, it's just knowing where I'm from, keeping myself grounded, and also knowing what I also want to associate myself with.
Has it been challenging, the whole journey so far?
Let me
what
tell
are some of
you.
the challenges you face, Abna, in this media space?
Well,
you can navigate, or you've been able to navigate yourself.
right. So I started media in 2020 COVID, and I got into it still in university. And it was challenging for me getting to understand what the corporate world and the road world was. I always say, it felt as if I was pushed into the corporate space. Like I was drowning. You have to figure things out on your own. From working with people, building your image, making sure you're maintaining that image. And sometimes, we're women. And when you are trying to, secure some deals one way or the other, you get some certain people trying to...
Let's talk about
I
it.
knew Sika was going to, I was waiting for Sika.
They kind of
Sika, I was waiting for you.
they kind of take advantage of you and, advances that are not needed. Like if it's what you're looking for is the pleasure you're looking for just lasts a few seconds. But if you're looking at the impacts I'm going to bring to you, it's going to last even decades. So it's one of the things that we're faced with day in, day out. But I think I've been able to learn from the process. It's built me. I had like some scandal, not like super, it wasn't scandalous, like I did something bad.
Can I have some tea, please?
We've all had that viral moment and we didn't know how to take it.
What was it, Abna?
I feel like if it's the one I'm thinking, then
I don't want to go into it deep, but but yeah, it was just one of those moments. Work sometimes there's work hazard. Let me put it that way.
Yes.
And that work hazard ended up going on national TV.
Okay.
And from there, I actually realized that I actually have community. I built community. People that I don't know. People were defending me. Others were insulting me. And I say that you're insulting me, but if you got, you'll be where I am.
So wait, tell us, maybe somebody doesn't know about what you're talking about.
I actually don't.
You don't. So it was like a, as I said, work hazard. Working with people behind the scenes, and sometimes there are things that are done. Maybe somebody creates a comment behind, and you pass that comment. It's not supposed to be in the footage, and it goes on the footage. It goes on air.
Yes.
Yeah. But for me, it was. It's kind of like built me mentally.
Okay.
Because I never thought. I mean, for 4 years into it, I never faced any backlash whatsoever. It's always, oh, you look so good. Oh, you spoke so well. So
Yeah.
that coming was a bit shocking. I was like, how is this happening? Then the next day is going. Almost 1 million views. I'm like, wow. But no publicity is bad. I would say that. No publicity.
I was gonna say
I was
that.
one of the people that quite enjoyed that clip because let me tell you something. And I know people had different opinions about it.
Absolutely.
And, you know, C'est la vie. Who hasn't had a bad day on the job? It happens to the best of us, right?
Yeah.
But I was of the, I enjoyed that one. She said, who was this? Am I the one that was
Am I the one that
sometimes then.
You
And
are
I
the
think
one.
we were speaking every presenter's dream because sometimes, especially you're going on, and this is no shade to, you know, the rest of the team, but I think people forget that it takes a whole village.
Absolutely.
And the presenter is really just a mouthpiece. Somebody's producing, you have your cameramen and women that make sure the angles are right, your director in your ears. And sometimes the synergy can be off. And you as the presenter, sadly, you are the face of whatever doesn't go right or goes, you know, when it goes right as well, you get all the fans. Maybe it's not even your original thought, but you get all the praise for it. Same way when it goes wrong, you are also the face of that you know, moment. And it be like that sometimes. I was telling many people, I said, sometimes I wish I could just live on it. I'm not enjoying it. Why are you doing me like that? Why?
Oh my goodness.
You know, it happens. It happens. But I'm happy that you're able to reflect on it and move on because I'm sure there's more to come in this life. There are scandals awaiting and learning moments are waiting.
And sometimes too, people also forget that we're human beings. We have emotions. There are days where we have bad days. We have good days. And so it's not every time that you see us smiling that we're actually in a very good mood or we're not dealing with issues from home. But sometimes we actually are. And I think maybe at that point too, on that particular day, probably been through so much behind the scenes that nobody knows about and you come on TV. And it's not a bad thing. Sometimes people need to know the reality and understand that.
I always
listen,
tell
they're also
people
human
that,
beings
you
and
know,
they
when
go
it
through
comes
stuff.
to the media work, it's just like normal 9 to 5. You have your 9 to 5. This is the kind of work that I do. The same way someone steps on your toe, maybe HR or maybe the security or the receptionist. It's the same way we also face these things. But it's not unfortunate yours is not publicized. So
Please, was it live TV?
Yes, it was live. It
I said, then they really did you dirty. If it was pre-recorded, like they could have
been
cut that
edited.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
Like you
here today.
said,
We're
you've
not dead, we're
grown.
alive.
What would you say is one of the milestones that you've been able to achieve that you really just surprised yourself about or you're very, very proud about?
Easy. It has to be when I won the RTP. Female Radio Personality of the Year for 2023. Mind you, I told myself point blank, I'm not going because the big wigs were in that category. And I said to myself, anytime there are these people, they will not give it to you. And I was the youngest in the category and I did not go. So I went to bed early that day. I think it was like I went to bed like 10 p.m. Then I woke up to get ready for work like 5 a.m. the next morning. Then my phone was buzzing. Congratulations, I'm like, what are you congratulating me for? Only for me to go to my WhatsApp and then one of my colleagues happened to go for the event and she received the award for me.
Amazing.
I was shaking. I called my mom like, Mommy, can you imagine? I was crying. She was also crying. It was such a beautiful moment because these milestones I had set for 5 years for me to start seeing them after 5 years. So for me to see it in my 3rd year, it meant I'm doing something and people actually love what I do because, you know, when it comes to awards and voting, it's who has the community to vote for you. So now it made me understand that I actually have a community that are always ready to support me. And I think after this whole video thing happened, I could see it because there's some people in the comment section that were fight. I didn't have to fight. I was just watching it. They were fighting for me. I was like, wow. I love that they appreciate my work and they're able to support the things that I do.
Reggie, you should do one scandal. Let's see what the community will do for you.
Hey, my community.
Don't worry, we'll go to war.
I'll join.
Women empowerment. But see, if I was in the news, what do you think it would be?
if they tell me Regina has been arrested, what would I think you did?
What do you think I did?
Actually, that's a good one.
I don't want you to ask anything about me. Or if Regina had a scandal,
It could
what would
be
be
like
centered around?
Okay, no, let me not say it before then.
She had probably gone somewhere she shouldn't have gone and gone to say, put your hands up, hands up. And the police is like, hey, come on.
Put your hands up.
But this job is hard, though. It is. It's difficult sometimes. It's like just opening your life to people, to have opinions about what you do, to pass judgments on what you do. It's just hard.
It is.
A lot of people are in your ears, they're in your eyes, your nose, everywhere, trying to tell you how they think your life should go and how your life should be. And sometimes I feel like you guys need to just take it easy a bit on us, because listen, we're also still trying to figure life out just like you are. And so we won't always have it right. We'll have it wrong sometimes, but it's okay. I mean, just
They should extend some grace to us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, but it's
Grace.
a double-edged sword, because I kind of feel like in this particular industry, the more you're willing to share, the more vulnerable you are,
Yeah.
the more relatable you are.
Yeah,
We've spoken
it's true.
about it.
Yeah.
The more endearing you are to people, and that's really how you build community.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like with Abna's, like how do I say, like the people that have come in Abna's time,
Yeah.
like you started in 2020.
Yes.
Don't go and calculate our age. But we started quite a long,
Well, I officially started
Oh,
about
whatever.
2020. Officially, so it's 5 years in
5
the
years.
game.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
especially in terms of, like, you're Gen Z, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So they're very okay with just opening, sharing.
Yeah.
Like Abna said, I made a mistake, and
Yeah.
we move
Come
on,
and
right?
catch me.
Come and catch me,
Yeah.
right? Whereby our generation, the generations before us,
Yeah.
we're very guarded
Yes. True.
about our lives and stuff like that. So sometimes it doesn't necessarily work in our favor. You don't share your life like that. You share your professional life.
I feel
your
like I
career life.
started off actually sharing my life a lot. That's how I ended up on social media and having a very popular handle, because
Flavor
I was
Flav's
very
wife.
candid. Flavor Flav's wife. Put your hands up, hands up, hands up.
Don't arrest you.
And actually, now I do agree with Sika. The reverse has happened. The
Yeah.
more I grow in this space, the more guarded I
Yeah.
become. When before
Yeah.
it was really as raw as it gets. If you search for my handle and search any topic, I was probably talking about it. Nothing was off limits. But of course, as I grow in this space, I have definitely become a bit more guarded.
You definitely have.
Because you've also got to you got to
lot
take
to
it easy.
protect, yeah.
It's a lot to take in. So Sika, you're not wrong about that.
Yeah, I would love to kind of know from Abna though, like going into this space, were there people from our generations before that you really took, some notes from, that you were inspired by, that you were trying to emulate? I know you've added your own little sauce, a little spice,
swag.
a little swag. But are there any people like that you?
I think growing up, I used to have, we used to watch both local and international. And I would say for the local scene, it'll have to be Gifty Auntie, especially GTV. My parents would always put on the TV, we're watching that. On the other side is Oprah Winfrey or Christiana Amanpour. I really like them. So I think they are the ones that have kind of shaped what I bring to the game, as far as media is concerned.
I love Christiana Amanpour.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was like, how daring is this woman?
Why are you going here?
Yeah, why?
Don't you see what is happening?
Oh, then I remember she doesn't have an African village somewhere. They're just waiting. No, because why are you in war-torn countries?
Yeah.
There are bombs flying over your
Yeah.
head, and I'm just watching this woman like, wow,
Yeah. Fearless.
this is amazing. So she actually also inspired me to get into the game. Yeah.
And I think we're seeing a lot of that these days. Women being bold, women leading countries, movements, and I can only, be inspired by what we're all doing. So in fact, to all of you ladies, are you cool?
Thank you.
Thank you, Helen.
Thank you
Are you
too,
cold?
Listen, if you added some cash to this Ayiko,
See me in chambers.
if you added something, this
See me in
Ayiko
chambers. See me in
is
chambers.
whatever. I want to actually ask you, Abna, though. It's a very expensive industry to be in, especially like you spoke about keeping up, your brand, etc., etc. How has that been? And what would you say, especially about being able to raise finances, being able to keep up your, appearances and brand? What would you say to somebody who's like maybe just coming out of university, just like you, that's about to enter the industry, to say, when you feel many, give them the reality of the situation.
For me, I've been heavy on thrifting. So when I remember when I was in uni, I used to have like a side gig where I used to sell thrift clothes. So most of the women in Cantonment are my friends. So it's a combination of thrift with PLT, with Shein. It's just a combination of everything, but not solely because I've seen a dress and it costs 2,000. I'm not going to do that. I'm so sorry. You need, it's if you're looking at long term, you need to find sustainable ways. And what are the sustainable ways? Going in for secondhand clothing is not bad. Some of them are just rejected. They even have tags in them. But I think I've had support along the way. When my sister has relocated, but my big sister was a fashion designer. I mean, she still is a fashion designer. And at the start of it, when I have like events to attend, she would make the dresses for me. I have cousins who also sew. And now, because of the growth and what other creatives have seen, they're also ready to support. Like I'm wearing one like this from a lady called Olemle that's OLMGH. So I have people supporting, and sometimes my parents, my dad has done a fantastic job supporting me. I only have to say, Daddy, please, I want to this and this and this. You're like, okay. Sometimes he'll nag and things, but definitely he'll come through with it.
Daddy's girl.
Yeah, I have support from like all around.
I love that.
I love that you also mentioned thrifting and, you know, finding creative ways to supplement the job. Because people are often asking, how big is your wardrobe? How big is your closet? You're always having to wear different things. And I have to say the same thing. Combination of thrifting, support from those who love what you do, finding creative ways of mixing and matching. Because you don't have to break the bank just because you want to be on television and do this job. I know that it looks very glamorous when you look in certain quarters, but they are everyday women doing it and doing it well.
I do my makeup and my hair myself, so I did all this myself.
This is all you?
This is all me. I've learned how to do my makeup, I've learned how to do my hair. I'm great at styling, so most of the things, I don't have to break a bank. I have them, But clothes, I love clothes. I have a lot of them.
Did you get all these skills because of the industry you find yourself in? Okay. It's something
My mom used to run a salon full time at the 37 Military Hospital. She used to give care and services to the patients. So growing up, I've seen her. I remember back in the 1990s, like early 2000s, she used to do wedding makeups to the extent that that is the era that they used to use like powder, and then they're using their hands to, you know, put the eyeshadow and everything on. So I kind of like took a liking probably second year in high school and actually started a business in university. So first year until fourth year, I was doing makeup. Most of my clients were like older women because they actually loved the touch. But getting into media, I couldn't find time to balance. So I had to just put that on the side and focus on media.
Focus on what you love. Thank you so much, Abna. I'll go for a quick break. I'm sure you need to cool down a bit. We've just been engaging you back to back. And so we'll go for a quick breather. When we come back, there's still more right here on the Lady Circle.
This is still the Lady Circle, and if you're on the socials, do shoot us a message. The hashtag we're using is the Lady Circle. All your thoughts, your comments, your questions, they're absolutely welcome. Abna Sereno is our guest this evening, and we've been chopping it up about the role of women in media in shaping our culture and beyond. We're going to be getting into 5 things very quickly, very soon. But before that,
let's take a little message from Cowbell. Now it's all about success. We all dream it. Look at Abna. She had a 5-year plan, and in 3 years, she's been able to do that. It's because you were drinking Cowbell, right?
Of course.
Putting her on the spot, but yes, we all work towards that success. We want it, we crave it, and that is our goal. We know work will get tough, and you know we need that extra boost to push us forward. And on those days when you need someone to just be there for you, well, Cowbell Coffee will be by your side. It is a rich, creamy, 3-in-1 blend with a great taste and aroma that will aid kickstart your day. Whether you're working or just creating memories with friends and a family, Cowbell Coffee will be there for every single moment. So no matter where you're at, as you chase after those goals, keep Cowbell close to stay motivated and keep going. Remember, Cowbell Coffee is with you every single moment.
all right, ladies, are we ready to get into 5 things? Now, this is the segment where we learn a thing or 2 or a thing or 5. And this time we're going to be doing 5 things to know if you're looking to shape culture, media as a young person. Class, as we say, is in session. All right, all right, all right. Let's get into it. And number 1, leverage your voice. You have a unique voice, a unique perspective. use that voice, use that perspective to introduce somebody to a new idea, bring somebody on side. Don't think, well, I'm only just a young person living in Accra, Ghana, somewhere, you know, deep in West Africa. My voice doesn't matter. That is absolutely false. Your unique voice and perspective definitely matters. Number 2, build a supportive network. That way, if you ever lose your cool and you ask, who said that? Who told you to write that? You can go on the socials and see that there are people that have your back. There are people that are willing to also lend their support. Make sure that you're aligning yourself with colleagues and mentors who have what it is that you're looking for, who are already maybe where it is that you're trying to go. We say iron sharpens iron, and it's for good reason. Find some sharp irons to emulate. Number 3, stay informed and educated. If you're looking for longevity in the media space, you never stop learning. Make sure that you are always continuously looking to go on a knowledge sharing expedition. So you're learning, but you're also teaching. Stay informed and educated. Make sure that if you're looking to go into a particular field or space, you are learning the historical context and you are familiar with the nuances in that particular field, so that you're on top of your game. There's nothing, you know, worse than turning on the television and just knowing that whoever is on the screen hasn't done their homework. Do your homework. Stay informed and educated. You're doing that right now by watching the Lady Circle. Congratulations to you. All right. Number 4, challenge your status quo. Just because it's always been done like that doesn't mean that you always must do it like that. Feel free to shake tables, shake it up. Maybe you have a unique opinion or a perspective and you've been hiding it. The world needs to know. Forget about the backlash. It happens to the best of us, all right? So challenge your status quo. Nothing is set in stone. Shake the table. And finally, on 5 things, embrace your identity. We were talking about competing on a global stage. By virtue of the fact that you are from Ghana, from West Africa, from Africa, whatever it is your background is, you have already a unique identity. That's what helps people connect with you. If you go on the global stage, tell them about the wonders of where it is that you come from. Give somebody some education, something that they didn't know before, and that's how you start to build community, not only with those who identify with your own identity, but those who have only just come across you. That is it then for 5 things if you're looking to shape culture in the media as a young person.
I'm putting my hands up for you.
Thank you. Hands up, hands up. Woo.
Okay.
All right.
So, Abna, I want you to take us on a quick break. That is your camera.
Okay.
So, yes, let them know. You do this every time, so I'm not going to tell you how to do it.
All right, you're still watching the Lady Circle right here on TV3. Don't change that dial. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's my job.
Tuning into the Lady Circle, yes, because when you went off, you could have decided to go and watch another TV station, but you're still here with us, and so we're grateful for your time. Now, up next, you know, we have the game segment, and also we'll delve into what Abna has been up to. But before then, let me just quickly say a very big thank you to our sponsors, because without them, there is no Lady Circle. So, a very big thank you going out to Betway, to Yaz, Cowbell Coffee, and Cousins Baby. Thank you so much for your generosity.
Now, speaking of Cousins baby hair and body wash, yummy mummies and daddies, this one is for you. Now, you too can transform bath time into a delightful bonding experience with the all-new Cousins baby hair and body wash. It comes in 2 exciting variants. That's the mild and gentle, as well as the soft and smooth. It's specially formulated with, and listen up, blends of organic oats, manuka honey, rose oil. How exciting does that sound? It is gentle, hypoallergenic, and irritation-free on your baby's sensitive skin. And most importantly, it's infused with mood scent technology, which helps to stimulate a pleasant, happy mood for endless giggles. Get the all-new Cousins baby hair and body wash in mild and gentle, as well as soft and smooth, in all leading mother care outlets nationwide. cousins, baby, growing together naturally. So we're about to get into our games right about now. Who is feeling like a winner? I am. Now this next game is going to test your storytelling prowess. And it's a fairly simple one, right? So whoever kickstarts this game, you're starting off alphabetically and we're building a story.
Okay.
If I start off with the letter A, then Sika will carry on the story, letter B, Abner C, Regina D, Helen E, F, G, and it goes on and on and on. If you fumble 2 seconds, you're out. Are we ready? Okay, so who wants to set us off? Shall we go this direction or go in this direction? All right, I'll kick things off. So I'm starting off, of course, with the alphabet A, the letter A. And, okay. After the storm had passed, calm was restored.
But there was a certain sound in the sky.
Cats were falling from the sky.
Don't say. Really? I can't believe it.
Even the fetish priest in the town was shocked.
Furious about everything that was going on, he approached the town people.
Grace, the bystander, could not believe her eyes.
Have you heard about the story that is going around?
What was your last thing?
Have you heard the story that's going around?
Indians, Chinese, even the Americans, they're coming into town.
India numbers.
Your letter is J. All right, Six, thank you for playing. And we have 3 women still down.
What was the next letter?
J. Okay, so do we carry on from J? I think we carry on from J?
Yeah, J.
J, okay.
All right, so Abna, take us away.
Even, no, okay, I'm out. I was
Actually, we'll give you a pass. Go for it.
Japan.
Hey, Japan.
India for Bim China, Japan. Come on, Japan. Yes, let's hear you.
Japan set off the bomb.
Know ye that ye are in trouble.
A, B, C, D,
Know ye.
K.
Yeah,
Oh,
know ye.
Yeah.
That ye are in trouble.
Hey, that was a good one.
Lovely men and women, do not sit back. Protest the Japanese. They're in town.
Many refused to stay back home. They went on the streets.
No, Abna, you're trying to be smart, and I can see through it.
Only the strong will survive in this battle.
Prepare your minds and your eyes.
Okay, let's do this then.
Reggie.
MNOP.
Oh.
Q.
No. Oh, I'm doing
Prepare.
it. Prepare.
MNOP.
I meant it's Q.
Yeah.
Okay, I missed it.
All right.
I thought mine was O. Okay,
all
wow.
right.
He said,
All right, so
Okay.
it's myself and Abna. So we
Yes.
go from Q. All right, Qs will abound as people attempt to escape the wrath of the Japanese.
Hey.
Resting in caves and in valleys.
Silence is the order of the day. Make no noise.
this is very poetic.
To this end, I don't know what to even look out for.
Uniforms, forget about that. We're individuals in this war.
Views from this corner, breathtaking.
MNOP, UVW. Welcome to a new beginning.
VWX.
Xylophones are always rank.
Zebras have left. The lions are no more. Birds, a thing of the past. The war has taken over.
Wait. supposed to
you
do
said
Y.
Z. It's supposed to do Y.
Why? Do we have a winner? Yes, we do. Ladies.
That was
Please.
awesome.
Put your hands up.
Put your hands
I feel like I actually want to write this story.
Yeah, no,
The
but it was
Japanese
very
came down, the
interesting.
Indians came, the bombs went up, the
Yeah.
zebras were flying.
Can I
Sunset was no
say-
more.
No,
If
these
I
two
had-
that were following
yes,
the
if
story.
I had cash, I would just,
Hey.
I would just
hands up.
rain. It's the zebras that got you. The zebras.
I couldn't wait to tell them that the zebras were no more. Lions exist.
Oh, that was fantastic.
No,
All
it
right.
was.
Well, it's now time to play Guilty, Not,
Not
guilty.
Guilty.
Now that the energy is up, it is time to tell the truth. If you have your placards, make sure you do play with us here on the show, or you can judge to see if we're telling the truth or we're not. So Abna, it's very simple. When I ask a question, if you're guilty, just say you're guilty. And if you're not guilty, just put it up. Question number 1. I've posted something very deep on social media, then deleted it an hour later.
Very much guilty.
I'm guilty of that.
Very much so. Drinking wine. Don't drink and social media at the same time.
Question number 2, I've turned down a big opportunity because it did not align with my vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Even recently.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Question number 3, I stalk my own Instagram to remind myself that I am that girl.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's not stalking.
Oh yeah.
It's work.
Oh yeah.
It's just going through your
yeah.
page to see what
Yeah.
you've been about.
Yeah. Sometimes I scroll down and I was like, hey, I was hot. Oh. It's okay. We'll come
So
back.
hottie, don't worry.
Okay, moving on. I've had imposter syndrome in a room full of very powerful people. Very guilty. And then number 5, I wanted to clap back at a hater online, but chose peace instead.
I wish I could show many of these guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty,
And sometimes it's not
guilty.
even to me. Sometimes I see the most ridiculous comment.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I just want to be like, are you stupid?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
But then I choose peace. I choose peace. Well, there you have it for guilty, not guilty. Reggie, over to you.
Anyway, so Abna, have you had fun on the show?
Absolutely.
And Yaz also wants to appreciate all the hard work and all the good work that you're doing in the society. They have something to say. Well done, Abena.
Aiko.
Well done.
There you go. A little something from Yaz. Breakfast items, some sanitary pads, washing soap as well, toothpaste, toothbrushes, all for you. Keep
you.
going, keep going, keep going.
Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So, Abena, I know next time we call on you, you'll be here to
What?
spend some time with us. I'm thinking of a part 2 for this story. In fact,
I'm
when
ready.
we're done here, I think we need to type something up and get it in motion. Regina will star in it. Sika will do all the directing, all of that, produce it
Yes,
for us, also
yes,
star in
yes.
it. We have a hit on our hands. Abena, it was a pleasure
Yes, it was.
chatting with you, and long may it continue. Women in media, shaping culture and coming together as one.
That's
Well, that's
right.
it for our show this evening. A very big thank you to DMC Tailoring for my wonderful outfit. Ladies,
Yes. Thank you to Mara. You know, it's actually Mara as in my.
for yours,
yours.
Yes, just that I've been slanging it small, you know, Mara. But yes, thank you so much to Mara for my beautiful outfit, to Hair Code for my hair and my locks, as well as Nafisa Makeup for my makeup.
Okay, well, a very big thank you going out to Luna's Closet for this beautiful outfit. And of course, my makeup by Lady Beauty. Abna, you want to say thank you to anyone?
Oh yeah, a big thank you to OLMGH. OLM put this together for me in less than 24 hours. So yeah, thank you to OLM.
We love a speedy tailor.
Oh,
you know,
yes,
for
don't
those
we?
impromptu moments. Well, we've had a fantastic time here.
We have.
On the Ladies Circle.
Yes.
The beautiful Abna joined us. We did a nice story that we're bringing to a cinema near you. So we hope you do buy your tickets. As always, we don't take it for granted that you carve out this time to spend with us here on the show. We hope that next week you will do exactly the same thing and we can engage with you tete-a-tete. On that note, I've been Sikose Douglas, the beautiful Helen Apia Ampofo. We have the lovely Regina Van Helvet. And this has been The Lady Circle. See you later.
Shaking my meal, I can